Today I'm going to share with you how you can save time and money transforming your new house with a stunning garden. You don't need to wait to move in to make some clever, cost-saving decisions. In fact, the sooner you start thinking about your garden, the better. If you're new to my community, welcome. My name is Kathleen Murphy. I've spent the last 20 years designing gardens. My passion for gardening started as a young child, but it wasn't until my late 20s that a career change from human resources led me to return back to study horticulture, and from then on I've been immersing myself in the world of gardening and garden design, and I absolutely love it. In 2020, the Design Files awarded me the Landscape Design Award for the Native Retreat Studio. I have also been featured on TV programs such as the ABC Dream Gardens. With over 600 gardens designed, I've honed my skills at seeing the potential of each site quickly. I love coming up with beautiful, practical solutions to site and budget constraints. I guess it's my superpower. I created the 10-step framework to teach you how to successfully design your garden. One that enhances your new home and how you live. I can help you avoid expensive mistakes, making the most of your budget. I will also share how you can install in stages if your budget is tight and still achieve that harmonious look that you're after. Having a garden as welcoming as your home is achievable with the right know-how. I'm going to start with giving you the advice that I'd normally charge for, and it will help you tremendously right now. Later on, I will tell you about my online Design Your Dream Gardens course, what it delivers, the support I provide, and the results and achievements people have been seeing on the program. Stay till the end and I will send you my new build site checklist, which quickly summarises what you need to look for and how to avoid expensive mistakes right up front when you're starting your garden. So let's begin with where most of you are right now. You're either starting to build or planning your new home. You probably have so many decisions to make it can feel overwhelming. The garden may seem a long way off. You might even be tempted to put it off until you move in. Or maybe you have already built your new home, but it still looks like a building site. You don't even know where to start. Getting quotes from landscapers without a plan feels like you have no control over the process or the end result. You might even want to build some parts yourself, but you're unsure of what tasks need to happen and in what order. It would be really reassuring to have someone, independent that you could ask advice of. You could ask questions like, what should I tackle first, or where can I save some money? Today, I really want you to leave with something that's really valuable and something that could potentially save you thousands of dollars and many headaches. So let's start with one of the biggest unexpected cost blowouts that really most people have, and it's all about retaining walls. They tend to use up whatever budget you have for landscaping, and often they are super ugly. So how can you reduce the need for them, or at least reduce their costs, and still achieve the beautiful garden that you've been dreaming of? Let's look at a typical house plan. You will see the site cut represented as a hatched area. It has been drawn on your plans to create a level area for your builder to lay your house foundations on. It extends out from the house so that your tradespeople can move around safely while they're building your home. The earth mover doing the site cut simply creates the shape according to the plan. Generally, very little consideration has been given to its shape. All the focus so far have been on the details of the house. Keeping your site cut simply as you've received it from the builder at the handover of your house is really a missed opportunity. It's one of the biggest mistakes I see people make, which then leads them to retaining this soil, and they often retain it with a really ugly retaining wall. I generally always change the site cut after the building is complete if I can. I look for ways to manipulate the soil levels so that I can either eliminate the need for a retaining wall or reduce the size and hence the cost. If it needs retaining, I look for solutions that will retain and still beautify the space at the same time. Here, a rock batter retains the soil. Plants soften the rocks, providing a lovely natural feel. A slope can be planted up to great effect, with plant roots helping to stabilise the soil over time. If you have a space that's, if you've got the space, you could actually look at terracing, which is a really simple solution. And you can also use just a simple lawn over this slope. If you have a smaller site, keeping each terrace to under 1 metre will significantly reduce the costs and also often the need for council permits. Using cordon steel is a practical, beautiful solution for retaining soil. Its strength and durability often exceed timber retaining walls, and it looks great. Plus, you don't have the issue with termites, and it can be easily handled on sites where access is tight. If you have an existing retaining wall, there are ways to soften the look of them. I cover this and so much more in my Design Your Dream Gardens course. But for now, I hope you feel inspired to look at your site with a fresh perspective, as you have an opportunity not only to add significant value to your property, but to create an environment you love spending time in, whether that's entertaining with family or friends, having a dip in the pool, or growing veggies. Or maybe it's simply going to your favourite spot in the garden for a morning coffee, listening to the birds and watching the sunrise. The value and enjoyment of your property is so much more than really just your garden. It involves all the spaces around, how you look, when you're in your property, how you're looking out through the windows onto that space and how you interact with it. It really is a missed opportunity if you skip the planning phase of your garden, thinking that a quick trip to the nursery will solve it. The first step to any successful project is having a plan. Just like the journey of building your house required a plan, so does the successful installation of your garden. A plan helps guide your decision making and to stay on budget. It's something that you keep referring back to as your garden grows and develops. To make this process as simple as possible, I have created the 10-step framework, which forms the foundation of the course Design Your Dream Garden. It is structured in a way to get you from having a blank canvas to a beautiful garden. You will have access to me and all my years' experience to ask questions, seek feedback, and unlock your site's potential. You'll also be in the community of like-minded people, all working towards a similar goal. With my guidance and support, you will have a garden just as beautiful as your new home. Here is my roadmap to creating a plan that underpins your future beautiful garden. Step 1. Identifying what you want to include in your garden. These components will then help you understand your budget. In step 2, I help you prioritize your budget. I give you tips on how to save money, avoid costly mistakes, and stage your installation if your budget is tight. In step 3, we explore the look and feel you want your property to have. We look at your individual site, the architecture and layout of your home. In step 4, we review your site survey and house plans. If you don't have any, not to worry. I will teach you how to create a site survey, and we'll use some online tools to help speed up the process. Step 5. Taking the site survey information, we create a base plan of your property, which includes the house and other key features that you are keeping. In step 6, this is where all the fun begins. Mud maps let you explore basic shapes and concepts for features you want in your garden. It's high level at this stage. We refine this down further in stage 7, as I teach you how to create the look I'm known for in my designs. How to create a journey through your garden using soil mounding, rock placement, concealing and hiding views. I teach you the key principles and practical construction considerations for entertainment areas, pergolas, raised veggie beds, pools, ponds, billabongs, retaining walls, and so on. I also include sample construction drawings for these features. It's here where the real savings lie, as you avoid costly mistakes and you discover alternative ways to solve site budget issues and still get the look you're after. Step 8 is about selecting featured trees, shrubs and grasses suited to your site. I share with you my go-to proven lists of plants, including planting combinations, so the hard work is done without needing the horticultural expertise. I also review your planting plans so you are fully supported. Step 9 and 10 brings everything together into the concept plan with supporting images. This valuable document puts you in control of your project, whether you decide to install some sections yourself over time or get the experts in. You will still achieve that harmonious look that you're after. You are now in the driver's seat. You no longer feel overwhelmed by all these decisions. You know exactly what you want, how much you want to spend, and you know the process to go to get it. Communicating to trades and having my support to ask questions is invaluable and really takes the guesswork out of it. You can now, of course, muddle along and try and install the garden without a plan, and you can come up with a basic plan by watching YouTube. However, what you save up front, you will spend later on in mistakes and poor material and layout choices. Here is what participants have said about the course. Money well spent. I'm really happy with the result. Kathleen's input has challenged my original ideas for the better. The steps, simple support material and Zoom catch-ups provide a great structure to move confidently through the course. I'm now confident to engage contractors on the next phase, the execution of the plan. This is just a quick snapshot of some of the documentation that forms part of Sarah's garden plan. The actual garden plan is to scale and can be printed on A3 paper. The garden plan is broken up into various sections of the garden, so she can zoom in and focus on key areas she wishes to start. Having all supporting documentation in electronic format means she can email trades and manage the install, saving money and time. Everyone quoting knows exactly what they're quoting for, so she can compare quotes. Another participant, Jess, was in the very early stages of her house build. The concrete slab had been poured when she had started the course. Here is what she had to say. The content is excellent and presented in an easy to understand way. Being able to do the course at my own pace has been great too. Having access to the Zoom meetings and Facebook group has been a real asset. As you can see from Jess's plan, she's worked out the entire layout of her property. She intends to install the garden in stages as her budget allows. She's starting with shaping the soil levels around the house to remove the need for some retaining walls, and she's going to start planting up the boundary to screen her neighbours. Husband and wife team, Guy and Sarah, have been living in their new home for around 12 months, but very little had been done to the outside, as they weren't really sure about how to go about it. They did the course together, and this is what they had to say. The whole course has been great, really informative and easy to follow. The fortnightly Zoom meetings have worked really well. We've felt like our questions have been answered. We have actually really enjoyed seeing the progress of everyone else each week and hearing their ideas on their own gardens. Here are some more plans created by students. Kerry has an existing suburban garden she's wanting to refresh. She's given it to landscapers to install. She's broken it into two sections, the front and the back. Next is Nick, who purchased a converted church and is in the process of ripping out the car park and creating a garden. And I really love how she's gone about this. It's quite a simple design, it's quite formal, and she's started to put the structure in, as you can see in the very bottom image here. She's also done a plan for the side of the house, which she's installing next. As you can see, she has selected all the materials like pots, paving, gravel, and even the key feature plants. She's been able to utilise the plant selection resources as part of the course, so she doesn't need the horticultural expertise to select the right plants for her site and soil conditions. And she can now confidently order plants that are suited to her block through her local nursery. The Design Your Dream Garden course, which includes my unique 10-step framework, is fully supported, so you get to ask questions and seek feedback on your project. Plus, you'll be part of a community, so there'll be people just like yourself on the similar journey. You'll also be invited to 6 group Zoom Q&A sessions, which will be recorded. So if you miss the live session, you can just follow up later. Access to a library of free resources with sample plans, construction drawings, and planting plans gives you a lifetime of my knowledge at your fingertips. I estimate that you will need to invest around 20 hours of your time to complete the course and to create your scaled garden concept plan. This plan will set you up for success, making your dream garden a reality. Best of all, the skills you learn on this course can be applied to future projects as you have lifetime access to the course material. It really does pay for itself. not to mention that it's priced at a fraction of my normal design fees. I'm offering a discount of 20% to encourage you to make a decision. This discount will expire shortly. Click on the link and enter the discount code at the checkout. As this course is self-paced, you can start now or whenever it suits you. I really look forward to helping you design your dream garden.